I'm Jill Chodak. I'm a clinical dietitian with the URMC Center for Community Health and Prevention, and with me is Leah Stacy. She's a local entrepreneur / Wonder Woman.
That's very kind.
And we are honoring Taco Day, like National Taco Day, which tacos are like near and dear to our hearts.
Yeah, one of my favorite foods.
Yes.
Top 5.
Yes, so we're a taco family here, and so I would say I'm not the taco expert you're looking for, but I'm a nutrition expert who loves tacos. So if you're not going to go out to eat the amazing tacos that are available in the community, you can make them at home. And the thing that we're going to do today is tacos all day. So like if you were to make like meals for each meal, you're going to make tacos. This is how you would do it.
Cool.
Cool? Okay,
Yeah.
So let's start with breakfast. So breakfast taco is my favorite, and so my go-to tends to be, and I've kind of prepped a little bit in advance, it's a go-to thing for any like vegan cooking that I do, but also just in general. Mm-hmm. So I like shredded hash browns. Ooh. I don't know if you've ever used these.
Love hash browns.
Yeah, and so these are unsalted.
I can't say I've ever bought these though.
Right? And they have a bunch of different kinds. These, I'm kind of not partial to any brand. I just like the unsalted ones, unseasoned, because you can season them yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so I cook those ahead of time just because they take like 8 minutes. So you just put oil in and whatever. But they're a good base. And then, and I do cast iron just because I feel like it cooks a little bit better.
Yeah. It makes it delicious.
Yeah. And
did you put spices in there?
I did. So I'm going to give you my like go-to kind of taco seasoning spice without the onion powder because we're not doing onions today, folks.
Onion powder would be okay.
Would be okay? I didn't go there though.
I appreciate you.
Okay, so my go-to taco seasonings and this generally works for chili too, is garlic powder, cumin, chili powder, and then salt and pepper. You could add paprika, onion powder, all the different things, but that's my general go-to. So anytime I'm making tacos, that's what I'm putting on there.
Nice. Cool. Which explains why it smells so good in here.
Yeah, so I did that on the hash browns. I did that with the meat too. So generally you want to put some type of lubrication in the pan. Yes, I said that. Could be butter, could be olive oil, whatever. So I like to use just like one pan, you know. You can get up in here. And then get it all hot, whatever, it's all done. And then I share the pan because I don't want to clean like a lot of pans. And I'm using 2. And so you just do that and kind of just get them rolling. And they cook up. And this is like good. You can make this ahead or not. It's gonna go inside a taco, so like you don't have to make it pretty. Yeah. Yeah. And then
a little more forgiving.
Yep. So we're gonna let that cook. Do you want to? I've also I'm obsessed with fiber based on my Twitter posts and all the things. So tacos are a great way to get fiber in without actually like having to think about it. And so that's kind of also why I love them so much. Do you want to take this? This is refried beans. They're black beans and they have green chilies in them. And maybe spread some on these 2. You can move stuff around.
The 2 front ones.
You can add a little bit of cheese to the beans if you want to ahead of time because it's going to melt.
Is this enough, you think?
That looks perfect. Look at that. And then...
just spread this right on top?
Yeah, and I got the Mexican cheese, which we always have in our fridge. And then we were trying to figure out how to pronounce this.
We think it's Oaxaca.
So we're going to go with that.
We go with that. Took French, not Spanish.
And so then just put a good layer on there. If you didn't like cheese or you were vegan, you would omit it. Again, this could be very user-friendly.
Who doesn't like cheese? Is that a thing? That exists? Those people exist?
Yes. Yes. But you could get a vegan cheese. If you're vegan, you could put vegan cheese on here. It would be great. So I'm just cooking up the eggs, and they're going to be done. And you could also eliminate the eggs if you weren't looking for it. And then in Colorado,
we never eliminate the
I know. I was like, oh my gosh, I love them.
We know this.
You could also make these into burritos and freeze them ahead of time.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
All right, so
I'm
we
really
got
bad
that
at meal prepping, so these are great tips for me.
Good. Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to move stuff here. We're gonna have to try and spoon stuff.
Do you want me to turn?
Let's see if I can do it. It's gonna be hot.
I believe in you.
Thank
you. Got this.
Thank you. So I try and do the potatoes first, to be honest.
Because then they melt the cheese.
Yep.
Nice.
These aren't the prettiest things. But also the good thing about tacos.
But they smell great. Cannot say that enough.
Ooh, thank you. Is that you can custom build them. So if you like really spicy salsa, you could have salsa, which is more fiber, or you could have guac. Guac is extra. Not at your house though. Okay, so you just kind of pile that on there. And then, do you want to add salsa or you want to leave them? What do you think? I got salsa here.
I trust you. Whatever you usually do.
All right, let's do a
but
little salad. So I try to get about 8 grams of fiber. I'm going to be like nutrition nerdy a little bit though, okay? Because like, that's how I roll. I try to get 8 grams of fiber in every meal, which would
Uh-huh.
help you meet your goal. So this is the way to do it. Because if you think about it, fiber is in all things plants. So you can have all the loveliness and all the plants and fiber and stuff too. Okay. Look how pretty that is.
It's very pretty.
You want to try it? It's going to get messy. Grab a towel on the side.
Yeah.
Grab a towel. All right, so we're going to eat this and then move on to lunch. Which one do you want?
Doesn't matter.
want
They're
this one.
exactly the same.
Okay, here we go. It's okay if you get it on the floor because there's the dog.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay, go. Yeah, it's good.
It's really good.
The beans are a little cold, so maybe we might heat them next time, but I'm just saying.
I kind of like the mix of cold and hot.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. It works for me.
I hear another bite. Okay.
I think I would be full after one of these.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too is like we have like this fat, fiber, protein protocol at work where if you're thinking about what's going to get me through to either the next snack or the next lunch, it's fat, fiber, and protein.
So
which
you're
is
not
on
eating
there.
your lunch at 10 a.m.
Right,
Which
exactly.
is totally what I used to do.
Totally, absolutely. Okay, so that was breakfast. Now on to lunch. So maybe if you've had 2 of these, maybe you want a lighter lunch, maybe not. I'm obsessed with taco salad, so that's where we're going here.
Cool.
And I just used like the mixed greens or whatever, which you could also add to your breakfast taco. So it's like very inexpensive and you can use it all for all the things.
Yeah, so which overlap.
Okay, so we're gonna add some garbanzo beans. You wanna like put like a handful. Again, opportunity for beans or no beans. So just grab it with your hand and throw them in there.
Yeah.
And then you could, if you wanted to. So I don't have any proteins prepared for, like meat proteins prepared for this. You could, I have leftover like egg and potato. You could totally slap it on there.
I mean, that's the thing I would do.
do you want to go there and put some on there?
Yeah. Why
Let's do
waste
it.
it?
Right? But that's also why I like tacos. So you throw it on there and then you get the mixture like hot and cold again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll put that on there. Next, I found these at Wegmans, which I was like, yes. Look at these. It's like a little thing. You want to throw some on there? Okay, and then
Do these have a special name?
they're called sprinkles.
Oh,
No
that's
joke.
so cute. I don't think I've ever had these.
Right? They're new. I just saw them.
They're like gumballs.
Okay, want to grab a handful of those?
Can you crush them or do you
Yes,
just...
ma'am.
Okay.
Crush them up in there.
Okay.
These are very important. No taco salad is complete. Okay, good. Okay, last thing that's like most important is the, what do you put on this? Like, right, like a dressing. So you could use a typical dressing. You could buy one. I make it. I don't know, like this is very nostalgic for me because like I like it. Okay, so this is Ortega taco sauce. I'm sure there's like stuff in here that people won't like or maybe they will, but I like it.
I
like
grew up
it.
eating it.
Okay, there we go.
Yep.
So you
Very
just put,
nostalgic.
yes, so you put a little bit in. I am not measuring. I don't know what this is going to taste like. It tastes different every time. And then I mix it with Italian.
Part of the fun.
Yeah. And we can always adjust it. We can always add more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But so just get it like to the viscosity that you like want it. I don't know. That look good?
Yeah.
And then you just mix it around.
Would have never thought to do that.
So I smell
Adds
it.
a little bit more kick though.
Oh yeah, smell it.
Smells awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then just like dump it on. And like if you had a container where you made it, like sometimes what I do is I will make, if I have like half of this left, I'll make it into the container and then dump it in the container and shake it. Helps a little bit with the salad mess.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we got these.
Wow, that was so fast.
Right? That's the whole
Yeah.
point, right? And so like if you're thinking about prepping lunch for next day or whatever, this is like a great way to dump and like not waste food, but also to get all your fiber and stuff.
Yeah.
Should we mix it?
Yes. If you feel that that's what you want to do, I'm all for it.
Good.
I support this completely.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Wait, but I'm very particular in bites. You ready? Gotta get one of the sprinkles.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, this
One of
piece
these
of
yellow
lettuce is gonna like not fit in my mouth, but we're gonna try and do it. Right? It's huge. You could also cut these pieces up.
This is why I don't eat salad in public.
I know. We're gonna go. Thank you for
Because-
going there with me.
But I eat it on video.
We're gonna do this. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Go. Oh.
It's very tasty. Even if it's a little messy.
Not for a date. Like, don't do that on a date.
Nope. You do this with people who fully accept you.
Yes.
Yeah.
The cool thing about this too is again with the vessel you could put that in a wrap. So like you could wrap that
Well,
up.
that's true.
Because again, I'm very like let's not waste food. All right, moving along. Now we're at dinner. Then we're having tacos. I've pre-made this. This is my go-to if you eat beef. This is beef. You could do crumbles or alternatives if you wanted. This takes 20 minutes to make. So this would be something that you would simmer. So normally I would do onions. I did not do onions. I did green chilies again. I did my special seasonings. I did the ground beef and then fire roasted tomatoes, simmered it for 20 minutes to all its glory. Okay, so let's add it to this guy, and you're gonna be my cheese person.
All right, I'm ready. Both
And-
of them?
Yes, I would mix. So again, all these could be reconstructed, and you can add whatever you like. But when we go camping as a family, like this is like a really like hearty meal.
Yeah. It almost looks like sloppy joes.
Kinda, yeah. You could totally use. Actually, that would be a great idea.
You're welcome. That one's free. Entrepreneur. Right?
Hashtag entrepreneur. And then I would add lettuce to this. You obviously are probably not going to add salsa because it's so tomatoey. But again, thinking about the fiber, so there's peppers in here. I'm adding lettuce. There's the tomatoes. There's the fiber in the actual taco shell. I have to do nutrition too. Okay.
Yeah.
I got it. Okay. So here's one with this. And then you're going to get the like.
We just want to make it messy again.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Ta-da! And then you could put, I would probably put guacamole on there, honestly, but I don't have any. So.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Wasn't just like avocado.
Yeah, just like sliced, yeah.
Yeah.
This one's really messy. All right, I'm sorry.
No,
Brave
please.
woman.
You're sorry for giving me delicious food?
And mine's leaking. Thank you. It's gone. This guy cooled off a little bit because he was just sitting there, but I like that.
Yeah. Even with the same seasonings and everything, there's a different taste to all three of these, which is really interesting.
That's interesting that you mentioned that too, because I get really bored really easily with like the same type of flavors. So I always try and like change them up so that I'm not eating the same thing. So thank you for picking that up because that's great. Okay, so this dessert, let's move this backwards because this dessert I invented like on the fly like last month. And I tried it for the first time this morning going like, ooh, what if it's bad? And it's actually amazing and I'm super excited about it. Okay, so we did 3 meals for tacos. Now we're gonna do dessert that looks like a taco.
Fun.
Okay, so lady fingers. Nutella. So I want it to look like a taco. Okay.
All the good things.
All right. But it still has fiber because guess what? That's what I do. And we really suggest getting nuts every day, like a palmful. So it's a healthy fat. I feel like I'm taco in my teeth.
So it's good that I eat almonds every day.
Yes. All right.
Great.
So this is
I'm feeling validated. This is fantastic.
so happy. Yes. Okay, so this is gonna look like a taco, right?
Oh yeah.
So this is the first time I'm making this, so we're gonna see how this goes, right? So we're gonna put Nutella on it, which is basically like a hazelnut chocolate spread, which is like amazing.
Yeah, if there are people in the world who haven't had this, fix that.
Fix that immediately. All right, so I'm envisioning it going like this.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Okay. All right, will you sprinkle me? So we're gonna do
Sure.
a little bit of the.
Okay.
Yep. So it's supposed to look, and then a little bit of that. I don't know how we're gonna eat it though. We're gonna have to smush it in there.
No
or just
idea.
eat it? Okay.
No idea.
It's fine.
Another
And then-
food that you wouldn't eat on a date.
Nope. And then.
Is this our cheese?
Yes! See, she's right there.
I'm so right there with you.
Okay, look at that! Okay, so when I tested this morning, I made it on 1, which you could totally do. Okay, so do you want?
I think you should just go for it.
Okay.
I support you in this.
All right, are you ready? Here I go. No good. You want her RM? No.
I think you said, do I want to try the other one? I'll eat this strawberry that just kind of fell. It looks great. I'm scared to do this one.
Okay. Yeah, I don't blame you. It's okay. So you could totally do this in a variety of ways. I could even see this where you put this on ice cream or you crumble it.
Yeah.
The theory is the same, but you can accomplish tacos for dessert.
So cute. Love it.
So I think we made it through a day of tacos.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Love it.
Yay!
We'll do it again.
Awesome. With a taco shirt.
With a taco shirt. Yes.
Well, thank you for coming.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Thank
This
you
is
for
so fun.
watching.
Good ideas.